So what am I fighting for? Everything back and more. And I'm not gonna let this go. I'm ready to settle the score.
Spark TV. Metal in action.
So hi everybody out there, you are watching Spark TV and these guys are from Pain for Pleasure. I'm just kidding, you know. After some weeks you will have a new album out that's called 13 Voices. So how do you feel it?
I think it's a great record. It's been, it's kind of like a culmination of all the styles over the past. So it's a good collection of everything.
Yeah, it sounds like Sum 41, but there's some new stuff we haven't done on it before. Some new sounds. But still pretty heavy, aggressive. It's a Sum 41 album, but it's, you know, there's some new stuff on it too.
What does it mean, new sound?
Just, I guess, new instruments and new sounds that probably people haven't heard from the band before. We've done some string stuff and stuff like that in the past, but I think on this album, all that stuff is a little bit more apparent in some songs. You can hear it more instead of it being a little bit more buried in the background. Stuff like that.
Was it like to combine old stuff with the new taste?
I think that's something we've done on every record, which is, so we're just kind of used to combining a new sound with the old sound. So I think every record that we put out is definitely, you can tell that it's Sum 41.
So the writing process started in 2014, now it's 2016. That sounds like a long process, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, as he was writing the record, he was also recovering from some serious health issues as well. So that's going to take its toll. And also, this is the first kind of record that he just went out and wrote the songs just based on his experiences and basically kind of was unsure and came back with a record to us. And I don't know, when we all heard it, it blew us all away, so.
Yeah, we also kind of did this album in chunks. Like, you know, in the past we've done albums where we'll have all the songs and we'll go in the studio for a couple months and knock every song out at once. This time it was like, you know, there was 3 or 4 songs, we'd record those, take a couple months off, more songs would come, and we'd, you know, knock those ones out. So it was done in like chunks instead of just all at once. So that's maybe why it took, you know, a little bit, you know, over 2 years or whatever to make.
So all that I'm trying to say, I'm looking for a better way. But some days it just gets so hard, and I don't wanna slip away. So what am I fighting for?
So now you are in the band like a free guitarist. So how does it work?
Oh, it's awesome. I think the 3 guitar players, our styles all complement each other. And then Cone and Frank are locked in really well, so the new sound is massive. And we can do things with older songs where, you know, maybe we didn't have enough people to play all the performances. Yeah. Now we can do stuff like that, and it sounds great.
Don't you think that it sounds a little bit strange that in punk rock band there are 3 guitarists?
No way. The Beatsteaks had 3 guitar players. They were doing it since what, like late 90s? Beatsteaks.
Oh yeah, Beatsteaks.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, man.
So how we like know that there are 10 songs, but the album calls 13 Voices, just why 13?
It's basically a description of what Derek was going through when he was writing the record. It's just he was in recovery, writing, so there was just all these things going on in his head, and he kind of culminated it to 13 Voices, which is just constantly being pulled in different directions at a very stressful time. So.
Yeah. Derek said in one interview that this album saved his life.
Yeah.
Is it like this? Do you feel it like this?
Yeah, he's not the only one.
It's for you too.
But yeah, I mean, you can definitely see a difference in Derek now. It's like he seems more driven than ever, and I mean, it makes all of us feel the same. So.
Yeah, he had some, you know, getting out of the hospital and going through what he went through, it gave him something to focus on. Instead of just recovery, he had this goal of making the album, so I could see why it would save his life for sure.
So lyric concept is something like his memories of these parts of life.
Yeah, it's a lot of stories and feelings that he had at the time, and I think the best part about the lyrical content on this record is that even though there's a lot of words in the titles like you know, dead, war, murder, it's all the lyrics end up being very uplifting and inspiring, and I think that's a really cool contrast that he did on this record.
So it sounds like that this record is really serious.
Yeah, I mean, every Sum 41 record's been serious, but I mean, you can tell that we
Really? So really?
I think so. Yeah,
Dead
yeah, it was dead serious. You don't know. You don't know.
So yeah, if you are talking about Pain for Pleasure, yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember when you were talking about heavy metal bands. So is there any kind of music that maybe affect Sum 41 in these times?
I think all types of music touches us. I mean, we're just like everybody else as far as listening to music. I mean, there's songs that do it for us, and there's songs that don't. So, yeah, I would say all music gets to us
heavy
somehow.
metal, if you're touching on heavy metal, it's always been kind of a part of our band. I mean, we've always listened to Metallica and Iron Maiden and all that stuff. So we all still do. So, you know, this album's pretty heavy and hard, so there's probably some metal influence in there for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you listen last Metallica song?
Yeah, I thought it was amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it sounds like what they should have done back in the day, but I'm glad they're doing it now because it's just perfect timing. It sounds like Metallica with 90s hardcore.
Cool. So do you think that your new album is one of the most important album in Sum 41 career?
I think we're at a really important point in our careers where it's like if we don't deliver on this record, like we have to. So
Yeah, every album's pretty important when you're making albums in your career. But since what happened to Derek and how long we've been gone, I mean this one's up there is definitely an important album for us for sure as kind of like a comeback.
Cool. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And everybody, stay tuned.
Chceš vyhrát legendární podepsané CDčko Sum 41 Does This Look Infected? Tak sleduj web a Facebook časopisu Fucker. A v říjnu ti Fucker dá titulní článek se Sum 41 a rozhovor s Derekem Wiblim a jeho příběh o chlastu. Spark TV. Metal in Action.